How's things with you, Bettina? You're right, Jason. It is freezing. There's a breeze today. There hasn't been a wind for days on end. So the weather definitely feels like it's changing. -6 Celsius. That's about 7 o'clock this morning, 8 o'clock. And it's meant to rain tonight. I can't quite make that out. It doesn't make sense to me at all. Look at that. Big Tim, you alright? Kaz, you alright? I hope you haven't just jumped off Secrets. Stay over there until he's ready. I can just pootle along. Kirsty, you alright? I haven't been down here for a bit. Sheena, you alright? Shandy. I'm using YouTube today so I can zoom in. There you've got a male blackbird. I know the US has birds with a similar name, but they look totally different. And, where is it? We have a field fair. I can hear its call, but I can't quite see it. Nice one, Tim, thank you. Do you know, Trina, it's not snow, well, it's a little bit of snow, but it's more ice. We've not been warmer than -3 for a week now. And been to about -10 a couple of nights. T-Rep, how are you doing? Oh, I hope you haven't just left him. I was going to pootle along. You alright, Michelle? Thanks for coming over. Headshot, you alright? There's going to be tantrums if I don't get snow. How can -7 and 8 turn into rain in a few hours? Don't get it. Leo, you alright? Tatty, how you doing? So I've got this to zoom just in case the deer are about. I doubt there will be. I think it was a bit of a fluke, timing wise, the last time. Dale, how are you doing? I want to have a look at the kettles to see how it's frozen up down there. Because if this is it thawing, I'm not going to catch it. Oh, I wish my house was, Tim. Digger, I'm hoping I get some. Adrian, you alright? Angela, this is ankle snapping territory where the ground's risen in the mud. It's all very trippy. Normally I'm dodging mud on this bit. Now I'm mudging. It's absolutely solid. Ow. That hurt. Lloydies. I had toyed with the idea of going up the Heartstones this morning, but my brain kicked in and I thought that it was probably a very bad idea, because if the snow did come in, I didn't want to be trapped up there, and that is those hills just there. Cloud level's really low on them, so yeah, I didn't fancy getting stuff. Oh God, that was someone behind me then. For all it's been like -10 at some point, it's not actually felt that cold. Well, I lied, the pre-record that I've got to put up yet is just to finish it off. I was at the Priory in -10. That photo that I took of the car thermometer, that was actually at Lanercost, and that was instant pain. You know, the hot and cold pains in your fingers. Instant night, didn't half hurt. Because she would track me down and kick my ass. You alright, Carl? There we go. It's telling me that I can now pin comments. YouTube is turning their live feature more into StreamYards. See, the birds have still left a lot of crab apples. There's still loads of them. Look at that poo bag. Ugh. Noise the hell out of me. Although they've all been in my garden. Let's have a look down here. There's a frozen apple bob for you. You alright, Freeside? How you doing? I am hoping that the kettles are frozen. There's a little waterfall to the side of it. And, I hadn't thought about that. The part that signal hates me, where you're walking along the side of the water, low down. You've got a waterfall that's the full length on your right hand side, so that should be interesting. Fallen trees like this, your widowmakers, ooh, some of that's melting. After heavy frosts and after snow, you need to be even more careful than you usually are, because the snow and the ice expands in the joints. Right, and I keep my voice down along here. If you can hear that raspy bird song, that is a field fair. They love apples, they love the sweetness. They're like a big missile thrush. Look at the eyes in there. It's on this side somewhere. I spent ages outside calling my tawny owl last night. Up there. Can you hear that rat-tat-tat? They're just flying off. There's another one flying. Just gone. Oh, there's another couple. I tend to travel in family groups. I'll put a link, or a photo actually, on my community of a couple that I took photos of in the garden. Right, where are you? I can hear you. Need to slow down over here. Sounds a bit like it's old-fashioned typewriter. It just flew into there. It's going to annoy me. Go ahead of me, and it's going to fly off as soon as I get close. Right, back road, how you doing? I'm freezing my little fingers off. My eyes are running. Still really picturesque, considering it's just ice. I think it's going to take it a while to thaw. The ground's solid. Right, we're heading into deer territory. The herd of 4 were in here the last time I was here. hoping one of the does will have fawns again in here. They're magical to watch. Not seen anything as yet. You alright, Tommy? My eyes need to stop running. It's making my cheeks cold. Johnny, how you doing, Johnny? No, I'm not seeing them. I think they were just travelling through the last time. You never know. They just blend in so well with those reeds in there and the heather. You tend to only be able to spot the head and the tail at the best of times. No, not yet. CFM, how are you doing? Thank you so much for coming in, CFM. How are you? CFM's awesome. Love him. And Judy. Crap myself for someone behind me. And I've got a dog. Damn it. Jeffrey, how you doing, Jeffrey? Good to see you. Jeffrey is very talented. Stonework's stunning. My eyes are stinging. Trying to get a march on so whoever is behind me doesn't think I'm a weirdo talking to myself. And because he's got a dog, I want to stay ahead. Just in case. UB, how you doing, UB? I was thinking about you and Mrs. UB the other day. How you doing? Is she okay? Neo, you alright, Neo? Oh wow, I'm not impressed with that wind. Bye guys. Got the badger on just there. I should have actually been up tracking the badgers. Do you think this big tree's come over the edge yet? It might be well done for now. We're going to come back through the marsh, I think. Possibly. Although I've got my kettles down. Which is the opposite way. Yeah, there's a few sets up here. Guys. See something's probably the deer. They like the bark. Something's been stripping those back. We'll go up over the right, I think, down and around. That's my plan and we're sticking to it. I've not done that way for a while. Now we get to come back through the peat moss. Did you guys still love the animals? I was working with a wildlife police officer, monitoring a local badger set. They'd had community servicing and they'd been clearing brush back. And they'd cleared the brush clean right into the top of the badger set. So I contacted RSPCA. The RSPCA aren't interested unless the birds are being dug out of the badgers are being dug out of the set and killed. That's when they intervene, which is ridiculous. And it took me a good few hours to get in touch with the wildlife officer. So me and her would go up and just check it out, see how they were doing. Yeah, I was boiling. Headshot. And he's going through with his dog. Fabulous. That's the way we're going back. That's what I said to them. So you're only going to step in when the badgers have already been killed, job done. And basically they didn't give a toss. So I had the officer's number. And between us we go down and check, make sure no one had disturbed it. Dovlog, thanks for coming in. Nice to meet you. Yeah. I mean, the badger baiters, they dig the badgers out, smash teeth in with a spade and chuck them in a shed or in a hole with dogs for the dogs to rip them apart. And the that was a big bang. What was that? The RSPCA is happy for that to happen. They won't put cameras up, they won't check out the mount, monitor, nothing. Right, something big's cracking there, and I think it's that wrench we're getting out of the way. I don't know if you heard that crack, but can you see those fault lines in the bark of that branch? It's like disproportionate for the tree. I think it's going to come down. And I don't particularly want to be underneath it. I think from the issue I had, there's only one wildlife police officer for the whole of Cumbria as well, which is a big county. And so the birch is hugging a dead oak tree. This would have been a nice bed, well, at one point. We're at the top with the water in the bottom now. This would have been cut out in the ice age and a huge river as the ice melted. So it's no wonder I sometimes have signal issues in that bottom. It's a big couchy cat, and the terrain, it's a bit iffy up here, as you've maybe seen on the videos, so it's just a lot for one person. Peter, how are you doing? You would fly off, I spotted you. We'll see if we've got any squirrels on the ground as well. completing the beech nuts up this end. Stay where you are, little birdie. Thank you. Feel fair. Question is, where's the rest of them? Yeah, back road is kind of similar to New England, although we don't get as harsh a weather. For we do get fairly harsh weather compared to the rest of the UK. But I'm a stone's throw from Scotland, and a World Heritage Site called the Lake District, or a range of mountains. It's just beautiful. There's no pheasant shoot on today. I've not heard any shots. Did have a few days on last week though. So we're going to drop down to the water. I can already hear it. Big old oak tree that was dying off. And it's chucking out new growth at the top. That's a good sign. It's actually two oak trees that have merged into one. Was that a squirrel? Oh, I just missed a squirrel. There's not many acorns left under this one. Spot the squirrel. I don't think it was. How you doing, pizza? Sounds to be a lot of water flowing. As we do thaw, it is going to flood. There's a lot of water on those hilltops going to come downstream. Yeah, there's beech nuts, there's acorns, plenty of food for squirrels in here. We've seen a few at the other end, where I've been finding... Yeti, how you doing, Yeti? Dale, it is the spooky woods, but the other end, the nice end, we are where the kettles are and the beautiful river, the Roman woods, as I've named it. But we've come over the top and we're going to drop down. First time I brought is up this way. There was a big storm and I had branches falling down around my head. It wasn't one of my best ideas. Look how that beech has attached itself to that oak down there. But if we look further up, it's totally fused. And, pointy finger, where are you? There. That is the beech growing out of the top of it, from where it's fused at the side. Yeah, there can be. You tend to just get a flash of movement, don't you? We've still got reds up here, but we also do have a lot of greys, unfortunately. That one's huge. It's got its own lovely clearing. Beech, I think. Down to our right, a bit further on, is where that dodgy farmer's bridge is. Johnny, how you doing, Johnny? Alaskans on the fly, fantastic channel. Love Johnny a bit. How you doing, Johnny? Long time no see. You had a busy summer? And has the snow moved in? I'll have to come over and have a look. If you don't know Alaskans on the Fly, my friend Johnny, go check him out. Ooh, heck. Shazza nearly tripped over on tree roots. That wouldn't do the old back any good. Yeah, I've seen reds in one part of this place, but the greys do tend to kick them out. Minus 32, no way. And here's me moaning about minus 10 Celsius. That's extreme, is it not? Or is it? Is that your normal? Loads of, what have we got? Chaffinches. We've got a fair few tits flying up. See those dots flying up? Yeah, they're going to be struggling as well, pizza, aren't they? Trying to work out what these birds are. No, all chaffinches actually. And they're all coming flying over. About 30, sorry, in that group. Nice one, Yeti. Yeti, this woodland has a Roman Quarry in it, 1800 years old. And you can still see the chisel marks from the blacksmiths, masons of the time. And they used that stone to repair and build on another World Heritage Site called Hadrian's Wall. The Romans built a wall across the country, about 4 miles off the road is the closest point, to keep the northerners out and to keep and protect the valuable south. Think poor man's Great Wall of China. And the stone mined here was taken at least 4 miles. The terrain's not easy terrain, especially without machinery, and all carts and horses and ox. Ooh, watch what you're putting your feet. My feet found a hole. Lucas, how you doing, Lucas? Right, we're almost at the kettles. You're hidden? No, I've not seen you hidden, Love Wins. I'll check it out. Thank you very much. I'll have a look. I can't see out. But I'll go back over it, Love Wins. But thank you very, very much. They kindly put some trees in as steps on this bit, which helps out a lot because it's a bit lethal. I absolutely love it down here. The river is called the Gelt. There was also 1569, there was a local castle. The heir to the castle died suddenly. Right, there's a squirrel on there. I've just seen it go up. Come on, little squirrel, show yourself. It can only cross into this tree here. Keep an eye on it. And hired 3,000 mercenaries to take the castle by force. and to claim it. Now, the Queen sent her troops, and the river that we're going to go down to was said to run red with the blood of the mercenaries for 3 days. They were all butchered. So maybe he's hopped down and gone along the bottom. Ooh, we've got more tree down. That one has fallen. Right, so this one's fallen through that one. It's knocked this one that way. 1 in a million shot. I had considered using. Ooh, there's another one. That's yet another tree down. I to see ears, yeah, can hear you. See, can hear you, can see you. There you go. It's called the Gelt, G-E-L-T. And the castle, the wall across the country is called Hadrian's Wall. H-A-D-R-A-N-S Wall. If you look it up, you'll see a lot about it. And I'm going to take you to where with the quarry at the stern. It blows my mind. You can still see the quarry tool marks. Now, to head down to the river on this corner, it's one of my favourite spots of it. We'll have the kettles. It's basically whirlpools have washed away the bedrock. Sandstone is the primary stone for miles around. So the water carves it. Yeti, thank you so much. You too. Pizza, where you at? We've got a hobbit house. Look at all those icicles on there. It's a vertical face. You've got, again, this side and all the way up. It's just full of icicles. But look down here. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's nuts. It's made a curtain. Tinkerbell, how are you, Tinkerbell? Right, I'm going to go down the side of the water. Some of my kettles have been filled with ice. Ooh, my eyes are streaming. This is called the Gelt, G-E-L-T. And it comes from the moors through here. Atman, oh, I want to go touch one. No, that's stupid. Don't do anything stupid. I wanted to touch that. But it's on the other side, right? We've had snow falling. Yet as we get through and we get to that quarry, it is stunning. Look at that. Wow. Oh, wow. Where's the water? Buried. And this has just been... There you go. I don't like standing next to this edge because we've got a lot of overhangs here. Yeah, the moors tend to be limestone. And the majority of the stone walls on the moors are built with the limestone. This far down, they use the sandstone. You get a lot of black sand and quartz through here. I've got some really nice fossils that I found. Does it, Yeti? Yeti, this is one of my favourite places on earth. When you get further, it's like you're in a tropical paradise, but it's freezing cold, northern England. But it's just lovely. The energy in here is off the charts. It's peaceful. Look at that. Zaxon, how you doing, Zaxon? New Hope, hi, how are you? Look at that. So on the top there, you've got another kettle. These two here are just forming at the moment. You've had another one start to form there. And these are more kettle holes. Now, I would love to get into one of those kettle holes to take out the deposits in them. You get a lot, careful Shazet, big rocks washed up. When this floods, it really floods. How are you, Tinkerbell? It's scary when it floods. This bit here is only about a foot wide, and for the volume of water comes through, it's going to be crazy deep. Secret, you're in secret. Secret, look at that. It's made of curtain, it's like a frilly curtain. It's like a 1970s granny lamp. You know, the tassely lamps. And some of my kettles are filled with ice. I want to get in that one. A lot of the big stone's been washed out of that one actually. There's normally a lot of big stone in. That one's pretty much perfect. It's like a bowl. Look how clear that water is. Ice to sea, well that's why Secret Blackburn and me do what we do. We do the hard work, so you don't have to. I'll just take you up and I'll show the other side of it. If it's gonna thaw, I was going to miss all this. It's almost bridged it, but not quite. Ice is reaching out to the other side. Right, I'll go back up and I'll just show you this, and then we'll head along. There's a few trees down as well. The ice expanding in the joints has dropped a few. Look at that. I'm excited to get to where I walk just above the water. You never know, we might get to see the cave today. We might. There you go, yeah, I've answered you. There's one starting to form on this left-hand side. Goo, how you doing, my little sister? You're lush, which is good. Oh, my eyes. The fact there's a cave starting to form on this left-hand side, just down this dip. Thought the trees are gonna slough the top off. There is a cave further on, but it's finding it. It's hard to find. So I'm hoping now the leaves are pretty much down and the frost might do us a favour and let us see it. This is the startings of a cave, but these big trees on the top, and this roof's gonna slough off. It's not gonna take much. It's squirrely in. Oh, my eyes. We've got some more icicles. I've been asking Esprit to go find those icicles. I love them. Ooh, they're a bit brown. See the water from above just dripping through them. And they're already starting to fall, so I shouldn't be underneath them. All this left-hand side bank is going to drop. And it looks like it's progressed a little bit. I've been watching fault lines in the bank all summer. And the frost and ice. Like now, it's going to speed up that process. Look at that. That is flaky old stone, sandstone. It's more of a red sandstone locally than yellow. Ooh. Right. Check it first. Don't fall through it. There we go, we're across. Another little stream. It's quite lumpy, lumpy on top. What patterns it left. It's whole sides encased in ice. So you've got that fault line here, which is going to push that further open. And all that side's going to go, it carries all the way on down here. That's interesting, this one hasn't frozen, I wonder why. Every other one has. Still just following that line. Down into here. Ooh, we've got another frilly curtain. I do like coming up with these things because I make Fluff giggle. Anyone seen Fluff? You alright, Dodge? We've got Dale in the heat. We've got Fluff in the heat. And then here's us freezing our little asses off. Well, not so little in my case, but hey. Your granny's 1970s frilly tassel lamps. That's what they look like. Alright, this is a bit interesting. Badger. Don't get us singing Dodger and Badger again. Love watching that with my kids. Mashed potato. I can actually walk over the top because it's frozen. I don't have to get all muddy. Look at those. I could do with Angela at mine next week. Help out with the menu. Angela makes some stunning food. Again, that's not frozen either. Very odd. See, mashed potato. We're talking about a kids show from the 90s. Bodger had a badger. And Badger was a puppet badger that used to love mashed potato. Look how clear that is. It's all on bedrock. I want to get to that closest bit to the water because the icicles are going to be enormous. Look at these ones. These ones are also growing from the ground up, look. With the drip. These ones are a bit fatter, they're more like shark teeth. Badger and Badger. Nah, nah. Na, na, na. Yes, it's in my head. Yeah, E, thank you so much for coming in. I'll see you over at yours this weekend. I've got some binge watching to do and you're on my list. Ooh, heck. Nearly fell over. Those ones. Green tea today. I don't like green tea. What were you? We've got a nuthatch. Another one of my favourite birds. Angela, this next bit is going to be stunning. Someone's had an icicle and that one isn't little. Ooh, heck. The water flow is actually really low. If they'd cling to the vines. They're about they're not far off it. I'm good, Sassy. How are you? Can you just let us know if you can hear me again? Secret Blackbird, can you hear us? Am I back? Whew. Right. Come back. Oh, Lost for how are you doing? Art simulation. This is another favourite part of mine. Ooh, I just legged it. I should be back. I will be definitely when I get round this corner. Cottonwood, how are you doing, Cottonwood? Look at this. I have pre-recorded, thanks Lloydie, pre-recorded that other part as I was rushing through. 4 metre long, 4 metre long at a guess, icicles. Between 3 and 4 metres. A whole stone face. Nice one, headshot. Stone face from top to bottom. Full of icicle. Right, what have we got up here? Sassy, how are you, Sassy? You are could be brilliant. Sassy's offered to give us a guided tour if you go across to the Philippines. That was a mission. Trees are still standing. I'll quickly take you around this corner. Yeah, right, awesome. Where the water from the spring drips down the stone face, there's icicles growing. Well, not stalactites because they're minerals, aren't they? But ice tights, I'm going to call them. Look at all the ice in the trees. And creating big icy bubbles on the ground as they're trying to reach up to the flow of water. Nice one, Sassy. I'll have a look around here. We've got people. These marks on the stone are 2 marks that are 1800 years old. When it was quarried for Hadrian's Wall. It's just beautiful. The lovely Goo. Goo's a sweetheart. And again, so 2009 AD, shove. So I pre-recorded our tea time shifters. That older fella there had loads of feathers, pigeon feathers, stood up in his beanie with knitted hat. Okay, I'm not going to ask any questions. I've come up with a slight technical hitch about coming this way. Oh, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Shaz being an idiot forgot that this is a stream that we walk in. We'll go around the base and see how it, oh, get in, can we see? See there? Now something's coming down and looking all the lichen off that one. That tree's going to go. Big bit of bank as well. And this one's a worrying one. This huge one. Yay. Let's go down. If signal hates me, I'll come straight back up. I mean, look at that. I shouldn't really be down here. No one tell Beth I've been down. You see, it's all going to go. I can't hear any cracks or creaks or stones dropping. That. Cool. And you can see all those tool marks that hopefully won't get damaged when that tree comes down. It's actually overhanging a lot more than it looks. And you see that back's all opened up as well. All the way along, unfortunately. That's most likely going to drop. Right, let me get out of here, away from those trees. The technical hitch that I haven't thought of is the paths over at the stream. Oopsie. Now, as I was staggering along the bottom, this cliff face is full of ice as well. Hoping we can see it from here, can we? Yeah, we're looking down on it. Amanda, how you doing? I'm all the way along. I really didn't think this through, did I? Away from the edge, that would be a good start. It's actually running. Hello, Mr. Pigeon. Sound quiet, I'm just concentrating. That's actually too bad. Got the arms out like I'm walking on a tightrope. Got bits of stone coming out of there. Just fell down in here. Potentially iffy. What's to come? Oop. There, out of the dodgy bit. How are you out in relation? How are you doing? Just looking at the stone underneath that. So I still can't get my head around the fact that it's meant to rain tonight. Because it's certainly not cold enough to rain. Warm enough, I meant. You know what I mean. We'll have a look at the hilltops as we go through here. Hey, look at that. Sheeples. Bang Hang, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Angela, I wish there was. The swan the other day, I was looking in the bag of food and not at what was coming. So when I looked up and I had a swan almost at eye level, it did make me a bit nervous. But you don't let them, you know, you're nervous. A bit like people, if an animal knows that you're intimidated by it, they will intimidate you some more. How are you, Ben Hen? Nope, none. Although in certain quarters, Angela, we seem to have the same stuff that was going on about this time last year. Bomb's got some issues again. I think Carla's had a little bit, but I've not seen her properly. I missed Tracy's live the other day. You'll have to fill me in. I like it when Tracy's on a mission. She doesn't have to let rip. She's funny. She's got a good sense of humour, has Tracy. Field fairs, 3. Today has been the field fair day. But you never know, I might turn into a deer day. This ground's solid. If it does rain tonight, not only will I be in a bad mood, but the ground's going to be treacherous because it'll instantly turn to ice. Goo rock, she's lush as our goo. Much like our Weller. Goo's got a very similar personality to Weller. And the infectious laugh. It's hard looking for white tails in the white. I'm not seeing them. Go exactly. Enjoy life. Positive outlook is what you need. Makes life go a whole lot better. Not working on that new house. I'm surprised actually they got planted unless they'd plumped a shed on there first. But I can't ever remember there being a shed on it. Lloydie grilling. Lloydie, how did you do that? And tell me what it means. How did you change your keyboard? Yeah, you rock and we support you as well. Look at all those legs of lamb. Yummy. We've got the same weather warning. You're right, Monkeytown. We've got the same weather warning for Sunday, SP, as you lot have. Actually, a lot of the UK's got it, haven't they? But I'm not keeping my hopes up. If I'm going to get snow, the likelihood is it's going to be tonight, I've decided. And if it does snow, I'm going to video me doing snow angels. A victory snow angel. That's my plan. I'll be peeking out the door every now and again tonight. That wall. The ice is... What do you mean no more? Leo, I've had now. I've had like 2 dustings. Look at that. It's nearly all ice. The ice has made that wall pop out. There's about a 2-foot wide piece that's going to come down. Now this is an old style barn. This is a few hundred years old. You've got the stalls and the windows with those. They've been bricked up along the way. Places like the limestone quarry that I take you to produce that cement, lime mortar. I've got a nest in there. That bit of wall's a bit iffy. You've got, each stall had a window look all the way along. That have been partitioned off inside. All the way along. Now there's nothing barn-like about that building. As far as they've got planning. They've got an animal track. Goes right down in the back of there. Oh, cool, Angela. And more of the old stalls on this side. I've had them on the back as well. I can smell their silage. Oh, Monkeytown, don't mention that. It's my favourite. Bailey's coffee is divine. You like your coffee milky though, don't you, Monkeytown? You see, I don't. I like it strong. So a nice strong hot coffee, half and half. unless it's like a special day of Baileys and milk. Oofed. Silver. Silver, how many inches of snow did you say I've got? You've got. Did you say 7 inches of snow? Max, how you doing? Max, I'm not impressed with the lack of snow up here. Not impressed at all, and it's meant to rain tonight. It's mental. Silver knows my love of snow. Just under 5 inch. Oh, 5 inch should do me nicely. I know that sounded wrong, but never mind. 5 inches snow. Outlaw, how you doing, Outlaw? How much snow have you got, Outlaw? Jim's got 5. Can you bet a 5? No, I can't see anything in there. A good look. I'll have a zoom and I'll hunt through it. The lowest we had has been a couple of days at -10. Yesterday it was -9, I'm told. I wouldn't know because my car didn't start, but daughter's boyfriend's did. His little old work van sounds like it's been on 40 fags a day all its life on a cold morning. Oh, yes. That'd do me nicely. I don't think people have been doing my little mantra right. You want to go outside in the snow, do snow angels chanting, send it to Shazza. But it's not worked. Yeah, that glow is very, very strange. Do you know, like you put it in chat where you are in that silver. Look how the pill filled in that cattle grid and the one on the end. What's he doing down there? Oh, it's Mr. Tractor. I don't think I'll do very well if I played chicken with a tractor. I've come up here to watch him go off the side. It's without taking the silage and the feed out. I looked out this morning and it all looked like that. So I was like, yay! And then I realised it was frost. See? Not much room for me in a tractor. Mags, if you do, send some to me. You've got to do the snow angels for me. I love snow. It's next to scalding hot sun, it's my favourite thing. So this year we've had those record temps. I sunbathed those babies through all those 2 heat waves. I sunbathed the whole things from start to finish. I've got a car. think, have we? Yeah, we have. So it'd be nice to finish off the year on the other extreme, that I love the snow. Oh, down we go. Proper row of cobbled farm track. Dale, I'll put the video of those icicles up and I get back. They're about 4 minutes long, the longest ones. Woo. Yeah, it has, hasn't it? So far, the jet stream must be screwed because we haven't had any of the extreme windstorms, have we? Goo, yes, I'm not far from home. I live a couple of fields away. I was a bit cold last night filming my Tony Owl. I was trying to get him to come in, but the battery I was using to play the call died quickly. Okay. Right. Am I tricking myself that that's possibly a cloud dropping? There's my hills and my heart stones just up there. Silver, I was giggling at you cleaning the path. How many times did you have to clean the path? Because the way that snow was coming down, it looked like you were going to have to clean it a few times. Did make me chuckle. I try and keep mine off certain parts of the garden for as long as I can so the snow stays perfect. The part I recorded on the way through there when signal dropped, I love it. You're right on the edge of the water and there's a gate at one side. There would have been a gate at the other end to stop you walking through. I knew you could do it a few times. When you said that first time you cleared it off, I thought, what for? You lunatic. See, I could try and keep them off certain parts of the garden so the snow stays pretty. And then I can walk out on it. Yeah, see, it's just been, we had a couple of dustings. Ew, that's odd, we've got a water leak. You see that? There's no place for a pool and it's on the side of that bank. Must have a spring. And it's not been above -3 for nearly a week. I think we had one day of -2, but the other day it was -4 and it dropped straight down. Most nights it's been at least -6 or 7. But then you've got Alaskans on the fly, my mate Johnny. What did he say? -32 Fahrenheit. That's nuts. Aki, how you doing, Aki? Aki's another friend from Japan. Lovely guy. How are you, Aki? I sometimes drive home with Aki from work. He does live streams at home. Lovely, lovely guy. Grandma Kay, how you doing? Yeah, Neil. Have you had any more snow, Neil? Espe, if you go onto Insta, have a look at the ice that Neil had. About 3 inch thick. Right, this is a little substation, right? So why are they running diesel? What's that about? All day and night I can hear that running. And again, it's filled in another cattle grid. Laziness. All the sheeples are up that end. I mean, that looks like snow, but ice. And we've got a track. What's using this track? Unusual for it to be dogs. Oh, Mr. Farmer's been filling in potholes. That's what he's been doing. Kelly, no way. Have you got it fixed? It's too early for it to fix, isn't it? What time is it with you, Kelly? Yeah, that is cold. That is very cold to have no heating. Where my daughter works, it's a block of assisted living flats. There's carers on site, which she is, to help anybody that needs the help. And their boiler that runs the system for the whole place broke down. And the elderly ladies on the ground floor were freezing, sat in 3 coats and piled under blankets. So daughter rang the council to get them out to repair and fix the boiler because they had vulnerable people living there, and they were told within 4 hours someone would be out. Never happened. They were chasing it all day, and it was only by 6 o'clock at night they found that the night shift that took the original call at 7 a.m. didn't hand it to the day shift. So it was the next morning, and that's when we were minus 10 Celsius. So what's that? Is it about 20 degrees? Something like that. Lloydie, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I'm loving the fact. See, they're using diesel by the look of it. That's going to be diesel, but why is an electric plant using diesel? And it's just a substation. Oh, Father's gone the other way. I can't quite work that out. Look how he's filled that one. Yeah, you've had loads of issues with your boiler, haven't you, Silver? Was it last winter or the winter before that it was completely screwed all the time? And you can see here how loud that is. And it's definitely diesel that they're burning. And the warmth coming out of there as well. Can't work out what that's about. It smells and sounds like diesel engines. We'll have a closer look at the gate, see what it says. Right. Hello. No, you're fine. What does that say? Can't see. Standby power operation plant. So why are they burning diesel? I've got diesel engines in there. Operated by Prime Energy Limited. Emergency number, call the police. But yeah, Brampton standby power generation plant. So if that's running, why have we not got normal power then? SWFL, how you doing? Haven't seen you for ages. There you go, you get your Spanish. Sorry about that. How you doing? And the lovely Zaxxon. Kelly, you'll need to keep yourself warm. Where are you going? What's your plan? We're going to see the goats with the identity crisis in a minute. I don't know whether they're long-haired or they're short-haired. It's like someone's taken some trimmers around the middle and give them a buzz cut through the middle. Good, glad you are. I was over watching Luke and Becca and what's going on with little Levi last night. Bless him. Channel friends that I know, the little boy, he's only 2. Can't keep food or drink down. And his throat's about closed off. His stomach is all screwed up. And I don't know what's causing it. He's not been able to get a drink for, I think, 8, this was the 9th day. I took biopsies a couple of days ago from his throat and his stomach. One doctor decided he had some masses in his belly, but they couldn't work out what they were. They've gone in and there's nothing there. So they gave him a feeding tube, but then the feeding tube wouldn't clear. So he didn't have the feeding tube he only had it for a few hours before it screwed up. The mum, Becca's only in her early 30s. She's had a heart attack, I believe. A heart event in any case. She was in hospital just before that and crazy high blood pressure. So not a good time. There's a lot of people struggling at the minute. Zay216, how you doing? Zay's got some fabulous music. He's a good soul. Plutarch Gizmo, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. How's things with you, Zay? Go check out Zay's music. He's awesome. See? Goats with identity crisis. Long hair at the back and front. But like they've had a buzz cut around the middle. Challenging kitchen, how you doing? I don't know if it's starting to warm up or not. Doesn't look like it is, does it? I thought their gate was open then. It must be feeding time. Going to wait at the gate. Yeah, Peter Gizmo's got a brilliant channel. Some very, very nice looking food. PA, what's on the cards for this weekend? Are you going panning? I do get excited when you go panning, you know, PA. We've got a smash on the main. There's 2 police cars going through. The ambulances will be shortly. This road's the main road from east to west. Yeah, I'm doing good. It's mid-afternoon here. It's been cold. But I haven't had any snow. I love snow. beyond all belief. And we've had like minus 10 Celsius, but no snow. Unlike, it looks like pretty much the rest of the UK. I can't quite work it out, considering we're in the north. Yeah, you can't do it when it's too cold, can you? Instantly you get frostbite in your fingers. There was a water leak down here. Was it last week? And it took them about a week to come fit it, and you should see the ice. We're going to be going over it. They finally fixed it. They lied and said they were digging up the road, but I don't think they have. Bit of a skating ring. I'm glad I don't have to drive over it every day. People drive that road like it's a racetrack. Challenging a lot better. It's still not right. So I'm being really careful. I want to go up onto the moors today, up on the hilltops to one of my favourite places, but I didn't want to risk it, weather-wise and back-wise. Every now and again I get a little sharp, oops, it's going to start. I'll be interested to see what this scan is going to say. That tree's huge. It's 3 trees all in one. 4 actually. I mean, look at the size of that branch. Look at the size of those. They are as wide as the main tree is. It's amazing that it's still standing. Okay, Goo, well, thank you so much for being here. I know it's late for you. We've got Goo and Brandon and Jake. They should be in bed. It's late. I was lighting the fire and I felt something in my finger, and I had a look. About 5 minutes later, I thought, oh, I've got a huge splinter. Look at that. That's from a water leak that was just along the road here. Sweet dreams, Goo. So I went to bite it to pull it out of my finger because it was a big bit. And I kind of pushed it in. But I then found that it wasn't wood. It was a shard of rusty wire. Focus. And there's still metal in there and it's driving me mad. See how it's getting all infected? It's actually this side that it runs to. I can't get it out. It's not looking happy. Yeah, they were meant to be digging up just over here. Yeah, sweet dreams, Go. Look like they dug it up. It was just in here. Oh, they have. No, that's sand from when it was coming out of the ground, look. That's all the sand that it's pulled up from underground. That's all frozen. Maybe it's frozen itself shut. Legend, how you doing? You alright, Legend? I've not seen you for a bit. I'll have to come and check over on yours. Oh, they have dug a bit. They've dug this bit. There, you've got the Lake District Mountains. You can just see them. Put the Gizmo, thank you so much for coming in. I'll see you soon. I've not seen Ralph for a couple of days. I don't know if he's on. Secret, can you put Jamie's link up for us? Today is our Jamie's birthday. Blistering barnacles, Jamie. This is his 40th birthday, so it'd be nice if anyone could go across and wish him happy birthday. good families do. Jamie, the big 4-0. I asked him if he was getting birthday bumps, but I don't think he was savouring the fact it would be 40. Yeah, he's a good soul, is Jamie. But no, I've not seen Ralph either. So, not sure what's going on there. Monkey Town, can you put up Jamie's? Or Kelly, you'll have Jamie's link. If you're there, can you stick it up for us? In there is loads of chaffinches. A little finch, the more common of all the finches in the UK. They've got a bright red chest and black tail. Really pretty birds. And a thick wedgy beak for breaking into seeds and nuts. Jamie's, Blister and Barnacles. If you can, PA, I'll be grateful. I was just checking those there. I love bullfinch. SB, do you get many bullfinches? I very rarely see bullfinches. There is some around. I heard a family bring chicks, but I've not seen them often. That's a big branch that's just come down. It wasn't there when I came through. I'm just looking for where it came out down from. That's the issue with the nice. And I thought, nice one, thanks PA. If you can, try and get someone film, will you? Beautiful birds. I'm gonna do a series on birds, I think. Right, don't run over the pheasants, thank you kindly. There, we've got a group of pheasants coming through. Yeah, I'm gonna do a series probably on birds, I think. I've got that many that come in, and for all like magpies and blackbirds will have similar names. The birds are actually very different. So, well, that is me. I'm going to have to tootle my way home, get a drink and get on that school run. But thank you all very much for coming in, and I'll see you again on Monday. And I'm going to go and see what these pheasants are doing and try and chase them off because they're going to get splattered on the road. Got 3 cock pheasants there. 4. Nice one, Legend, you're a star. 6, 7, 8. 8 or 9 pheasants actually. We've got a shooting estate locally. And that's, oh my God. Oh, he missed it, get in, he missed it. So, right, I'm gonna get off. Cheers, Nia, SB, Monkey Town, PA, Legend, Kelly, Challenging Kitchen, Art Simulation, everybody that's been into Gooper to Gizmo, Zaxxon, T-Rep, all of you. Lovely to see you, and I'll see you all on Monday if I don't see you in chat. Okay, bye.